InTheRingBoxing.com.
What's going on, fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to the InTheRingBoxing.com podcast show. For today's podcast, we have on the line the two-time and current IBF Cruiserweight Champion Steve USS Cunningham. Champ, thanks for being on the show with us today.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, Champ. Well, first off, congratulations on your most recent unanimous decision victory over Enid Vecina in Germany. You defended your title in his home country. Actually, 3 out of your last 5 fights have been in Germany. By now, you must be pretty comfortable fighting overseas. What's that experience like for you?
It's pretty good. You know, it basically motivates me to work harder. I mean, since my first fight in Poland, you know, when they robbed me, they basically cheated me of my undefeated record. And that really angered me so much, but it taught me that, you know, fighting in these dudes' home states, home countries, you know, you gotta fight harder. And even before that, though, I fought in South Africa. I beat a guy from South Africa, you know, in his hometown. So, you know, I kind of thought, you know, this ain't as bad as everybody says, but in Poland, they do it differently. I mean, they cheat on a level that you can't imagine. I mean, we just seen Palacios go over there and get robbed. So, those guys over there, man, they're vicious with it. So, you know, I was at the press conference, you know, after the fight I got cheated on, and I told them, you guys, you know, you created a monster because I already worked hard. Now I'm going to work harder. And, you know, to the glory of God, you know, we got the immediate rematch, and we went over there and we beat them worse the second time.
All right. So, actually, with that fight, with Christoph, do you feel like you got some unfinished business with him? I mean, even though you got robbed for the first one and you took it back with the second, on the record it's a 1-1 thing. Do you think you need to, you know, you got some unfinished business with him?
Nah, I don't have any. But see, this is the thing, you know, Guillermo Jones, Marco Huck, who is, you know, Guillermo Jones is the WBA world champion, Huck is the WBO, Christoph Starchik is the WBC. These are guys I already beat, and everybody's asking me to rematch them. People need to be asking them, do they want to rematch me? You know, of course I would like to do it because I want to get the ring belt. But, you know, really, with Christoph, I know everybody who saw the first fight, you know, said the same thing. You know, you won that fight, it was ridiculous, they robbed you. I felt I was robbed, and I still don't consider that first fight a loss, you know, only on paper. If I could petition to get that loss off, I would. But, I mean, I can't. It's a reminder to me of why I work extra hard now.
Right. So, Marco Huck, he just fought last weekend. Did you get a chance to see that fight? And if you did, what would you think?
Yeah, we were there. We were ringside. You know, we got the same promoter now. I thought he did a good job, to tell you the truth. I thought he adjusted perfectly well. You know, Ryan Cash came to win, man. He wasn't an opponent. He came to win. I thought he won the first 3 rounds. Everybody thought he won the first 3 rounds easily. You know, he wobbled Huck once, actually twice, I think. And but Huck, after the 3rd round, Huck adjusted to Nakash's style. He just started landing this crazy uppercut all the time. You know, and you know, to me and my wife's surprise, no one in the corner of Nakash was able to tell him how to. It was either they were telling him how to move from this uppercut and he wasn't doing it, or they just didn't know how to do it. So he caught this uppercut Huck was throwing all night, and you know, it made it an easy night for Huck. But he did a good job overall, and you know, hey, you know, he performed like a champion should right there.
All right. So what's the plan, champ? I know there's a lot of talks of the Super 6 tournament in the Cruiserweight division. Does it look like that's actually going to happen?
I mean, from what I'm hearing, they want to start it in the fall, but you know, like, man, I was kind of talking today earlier with my assistant trainer. You know, I mean, I don't want to sound big-headed or nothing, but I don't need a Super 6 tournament. You know, a Super 6 tournament would be for the fans and for these other guys to get a shot at me again. You know what I mean? Yeah. And of course it would mean, you know, fights for me and money, but that, you know, that's the money is on the back end. Of course we're going to make some money now. I'm a champion, but you know, my thing is I just want to unify. So if that's what I got to do to unify these belts, then let's have it. But you know, if it's not I don't know, if this thing doesn't materialize as they say, I just want to fight one of the champions, you know, and just go ahead and start this unification thing and move on with the career.
All right, Steve. The cruiserweight division is a unique division. You know, you guys are big guys. It's a 200-pound limit, but you know you got to come in shape, and you know, and you got to make weight. And it's at a weight where one punch can change the whole story in a fight. But for whatever reason, it's not very popular here in the States. Why do you think that is, and what do you think needs to be done to change that?
Man, to tell you the truth, I don't know why. I mean, I just don't understand why American television. Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, let me put it like this. You know, I was promoted by Don King, and he didn't have a good relationship. I was promoted by him for 8 years, and he didn't have a good relationship with the television networks. So at one point in time, Don had all the cruiserweights, the champions and the contenders. You know, he had me. I was the #1 rated cruiserweight. He had Kelvin Davis, who was an IBF champ, who vacated his belt or got stripped of the belt. Then he had Joe Mark Mormick. You know, he had Guillermo Jones. Man, Luis Pineda. He had a lot of guys that were top fighters. Probably a few, and you know, Francisco Palacios. There's probably a few I'm missing. But at one point in time, Don had basically the upper echelon of the cruiserweight division, and we weren't getting any television. I mean, O'Neal Bell and Mormon got Showtime, Breakaway and Mormon got Showtime, but after that, after those two fights, it was like the networks didn't care, and those fights were explosive. They were knockout. Well, you know, Mormon put Breakaway down, but Bell stopped Mormon on Showtime, so I didn't understand why Showtime didn't want to revisit the cruiserweight division. I don't know, man. People think we're light heavyweights that are overweight. I mean, and they think we're heavyweights that are too small. And no, we're our own separate division. You know, you've got from 75 to 200. That's what, 25 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In between light heavyweight to heavyweight. So in between there, they made a division, which is the cruiserweight division. I guess, I don't know. Some people say, oh, the name just doesn't count. Come on, that's bogus. If you look at the fights, fights are fights. These dudes are hitting each other. Truthfully, we're faster than heavyweight. Mm-hmm. You know, we're powerful. We're more powerful than light heavyweight. So that's exciting right there. I mean, and then you got a division that, because we don't get a lot of television, you know, the only guys who are making money is the top guys, you know, champions, literally. Nobody's making money unless you get a belt around your waist in this division. And even then, you're not making championship dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because television is involved. So that's why we chose to go overseas, where we can make some good money, because the cruiserweights are respected over there, where we're loved, we're liked. I got a huge fan base in Europe. If I come here in America, I can walk down the street and be comfortable. You know, nobody knows who I am, which is I'm cool with. But since there's no money in the division, and there's the only money is at the top, then everybody's jockeying for position. Everybody wants to be the top dude, so you've got fights. I mean, if you look at the cruiserweight division in the past 3 years, look at the fight, you know, at the top. You had champions fighting former champions, and former champions fighting to get back. It's just explosive fights, man.
So basically it's a combination of the networks, you know, basically not showcasing you guys, and also just people listening to what's being said about the cruiserweight division, even though there's no truth behind it. That's pretty much what you're saying, right?